All right, this is a continuation of the triangle approach to percent problems that we did in a previous video. So if you were interested in that and you want to see some more problems, here we go. All right, so for these ones, answer the problem if necessary, round to the nearest tenth. A household, ooh, you know what? I really shouldn't have said uh, nearest tenth because some of these are money problems. Okay, I changed my mind on at least this first problem. For this first problem, round to nearest cent. Nearest tenth on all the others, nearest cent on any problem where it's money. So a household spends $620 per month on rent. If their monthly income is $2,480, what percentage of their income goes towards rent? So we need to figure out what question is being asked here. We need to really rephrase it as one of these previous questions. So what percentage, right, is the question. So the household spends $620 a month on rent. Their monthly income is 2,480. What percent of their income, so what percent of, and then their income is, what percent of 2,480 goes towards rent? So is 620, right? Because I'm directly translating it. What percent of their income, this is their income, and when it says goes towards rent, it like is the rent, and rent is 620. So what percent of 2,480 is 620? And we can set this up with our part, percent, whole. All right. The word of 10 is the giveaway for the whole. So the whole right here, 2,480 is the whole. We are solving for a percentage. So this is going to be part divided by whole. And that means that the other piece we were given, the 620, must be the part. Because we're solving for a percentage, we know we need to multiply by 100 at the end, 100%. So we have 620 divided by 2,480, and then multiply this whole thing by 100%. So I have 620 divided by 2,480. I get 0.25, multiply by 100. That's 25%. 25% of their income is spent on their rent. For the next question, oh, it's not scrolling. Please let me scroll. Give me a sec here. Okay, I think it's working. All right, so out of a 150 question exam, a student got 105 correct. What percent did they answer correctly? So what percent? We are looking at a percentage again. Let's see. So what percent did they answer correctly? They answered 105 correctly. There were 150, right? So what percent of 150 is 105? They got 105 correct. What percent of the 150 questions they answered is the 105 that they got correct? Again, our little triangle part, percent, whole. We're solving for a percent here. This will be part divided by whole. The of part tells us our whole, so the whole is 150. 105 is the part. So the percentage is going to be the part, 105, divided by the whole, 150, and then multiplied by 100%. So 105 divided by 150 times 100%, that is 70%. They got 70% of the questions correct. 70% of the question's correct. A 500 milliliter bottle of cleaning solution is labeled as 85% alcohol. How much of the solution is alcohol? All right. So again, I'm going to set up my part, percent, whole. And in fact, I'm lazy and I'm going to copy this each of the remaining problems because I'm lazy. All right, so we are saying that we have a 500 milliliter bottle of solution. It is 85% alcohol. So how much of this bottle is alcohol? So if 85% of the 500 milliliter bottle is alcohol, we're asking what is 85% of 500 milliliters? What is 85% of 500 milliliters? We have the of, so this will be our whole, right? Our whole is 500. We have a percentage. We are solving for a part. So the part is equal to the percentage times the whole. We need to take our percentage, 85%, and convert it into decimal form, so dividing it by 100. And if you take 85 and divide it by 100, you'll get 0.85. So we get that the part is equal to 0.85 times the whole is 500. So multiply 0.85 by 500. You get 425 milliliters. How much of the solution is alcohol? 425 milliliters of it, if it's 85% alcohol. Not so bad, right? There's worse things in the world. All right. If 55% of employees at a company are women and there are 1,210 female employees, how many total employees work at the company? So you can kind of break this down, right? We have a percentage. That one was very clearly given to us. Percent, 55%. Let's go ahead and come over here. 55%. Convert that guy into a boop decimal, right? 55 divided by 100, it's going to be 0.55. Now it's the question of this number 1,210, is that a part or a whole? And I think the fact that it says how many total employees helps to really gear you in the right direction here, right? You can think of like that's the total is probably the whole, and that would be correct, right? This is the smaller portion. This is the smaller portion. This is a portion of the employees. We're wondering how many total employees there are. So this part is the part. We're trying to solve for the whole. The whole is equal to the part divided by the percent. So the part was 1,210. The percentage is 0.55. 1,210 divided by 0.55. You get 2,200. So there are 2,200 employees at the company. And you ask yourself, does that make sense? Does it make sense that this is how many total employees are? Well, yeah, it's around half, right? Around half of the employees, a little more than half of the employees are female. And if you take this number and divide it in half, it's 1,100. So this is a little bit more than half. So it works out. A shipment of medical supplies contains 4% defective items. If 20 items are defective, how many total items were shipped? Same kind of idea as that last one here. We are given a percentage, and we're going to convert that right off the bat. So 4% is the same thing as 4 divided by 100. That's going to come out to 0.04, right? 4 divided by 100, 0.04. We're told 20 of the items are defective, and we're asked how many total were shipped. So we're trying to find a whole. We're trying to find a total amount, which will be part divided by percent. That means that this part number we're given, the 20 defective items, is the part. So the whole is equal to the part divided by the percent. We have 20 divided by 0.04. So 20 divided by 0.04, 500. There were 500 total items, and 20 of them were defective, which is 4%. 4% of 500 is 20. And you could multiply 500 by 4%, 0.04, and you get, boom, 20. A rancher owns 35 acres of land, but only 75% can be used for grazing. How many acres are suitable for grazing? So there's a total of 35 acres of land. Only some of it can be used for grazing. So we're trying to find a part, right? How many acres are suitable for grazing? We have a total. We have 35 total acres. But what we're asking is, what is 75% of 35 is really the question there. I see the of, so that's a whole. I have a percentage. I'm looking to find a part, which is equal to percent times the whole. Taking my percentage, 75%, dividing that by 100, you'll get 0.75, right? 75 divided by 100 is 0.75. The part is equal to the percentage, 0.75 times 35. And we're rounding to the nearest tenth here, 26.3. 26.3 acres can be used for grazing. There it is. All right. So those were some basic percent problems, but with some applications given to them. Um, the next video I'm going to do is just some problems on discounts and tips and stuff. And that'll kind of close out my conversation on the triangle method there. Let me know if you have questions. Bye.